Now next problem on pyramid. Again a square pyramid of side of base 40 mm and axis 70 mm has one of the triangular face on the VP. Draw the projection when the front view of the axis is inclined at 30 degree to the HP, keeping the apex nearer to the observer. Now, since one of the triangular face is on the VP, so in this case, initially you have to assume that the entire square base is lying on the VP. Then only in next stage I can tilt that pyramid with the triangular face lying on the VP. So if I keep the base entirely on the HP first, then it is not possible to make the triangular face lying on the VP. So first I need to keep the entire base on the VP with one of the base edge perpendicular to XY. So here again we need to draw the normal square with two edges parallel and perpendicular and not a kite shape, the other possibility. So the first edge will be similar as that of previous problem. So again we need more space below XY line. Okay. So first I'll start with the square base of 40 mm above XY because it will be seen as a true shape in the front view. That's why above XY, because the entire base is assumed in VP first. So first I'll mark this 40 mm side of the base. Then I'll draw two perpendiculars. You can just now draw a parallel line to this. So you can use this protractor because many times roller scale tilts, so it will give error. So I can directly use this protractor and I'll mark the base edge which is 40. Again the entire base is visible. Then we'll mark this parallel line. Again we'll measure 40 here. Okay, and we'll complete the square base. Now along with this square base we need to show the slant edges. For that we need to just join the opposite corners to get the slant edges. Okay, I will give the notations 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, and then O dash and O dash, one for apex, one for center of the base. Now we will show the axis length of 70 mm for drawing the top view. So I need to just project this midpoint, that center of the base, and mark the axis height. So we can show long dash, short dash up to 70 mm. Okay. Now we just project the opposite other corners up to XY line. Similarly, 1 dash, 4 dash up to XY line. Then we will join with the apex to mark the slant edges in top view. Then finally the base. Then we will complete the top view 1, 4, then 2, 3, then apex O, then center of the base O. Okay. Now the next stage, which is redrawing the top view. For that we need condition with the VP, which is given for the triangular face. The triangular face is on the VP. That means this 230 is nothing but, though it is appearing as a line in a top view, but actually it is a triangular face. If you see here, 423 is a triangular face which is appearing as a line. Now in next stage, we need to keep this line entirely on the BP. So that's why I need to redraw this shape with this line entirely lying on the XY. So first I'll fix this 2,3 because this edge should be kept on VP, and then we'll make that triangular face lying on the VP. So we'll measure that distance and we'll mark it on the XY. So this will give me O. Now we'll complete the triangle by marking other arcs. So for 1, 2, 4, I'll take this arc. Then from 4 to 4, 4 to 1 and 4, I'll take this distance. We already marked O. So from here, I can cut the other arc. Now we can complete the triangle such that the triangular face is lying on the BP. In addition to this, we need to mark the center of the base to mark the axis. So with 2, 3, we'll mark the center of the base, and it is a long dash, short dash line. Okay. Now completing the front view in second stage. Here it should be O and it should be 1, 4. And then finally apex. Similarly, we will project from front view. Then center of the square. Then finally 4 and 3. Okay. Now we'll locate the points 2 dash, 3 dash. Then this will be 1 dash, 4 dash, center O dash, and apex O dash. Now we'll draw the boundary arc 2 dash, 1 dash, 1 dash, 2 dash. Sorry, 2 dash 3 dash, 1 dash 2 dash, 3 dash 4 dash on the boundary. Then the slant edge is O dash 4 dash and O dash 1 dash again on the boundary. Now we have to look for 1 dash and 4 dash. Observer will look from this direction. Since this base is entirely visible, so 1 dash 4 dash will be also dark. So the entire square base, which is now appearing as a rectangle, apparent shape, will be dark. Now we are left with only 2 slant edges, which are 3 dash O dash and 2 dash O dash. Now, since this line, which is a triangular face lying on the BP, is farthest from the observer, O22 and O23, so those 2 lines in the front view will be hidden, dotted, because they are farthest from the observer, so not visible to the observer. So we'll make them dotted. So now this completes the second stage. In third stage, now we need condition with the HP because we want to redraw the front view. Now the condition with the HP is given for when the front view of the axis is inclined at 30 degree to the HP. Now see here, the initial true length of the axis is OO, which was 70 mm, but here it is also 70 mm. But after redrawing this second stage, completing the second stage, now if you see the axis length O dash O dash, it is giving me apparent length. It is giving me apparent length which is less than the true length. But this is the actual front view, and this inclination is given only for front view of the axis. So It is not the true inclination, but it is the apparent inclination for apparent front view. So if you compare with projections of lines, then this inclination, though it is with the HP, but it is not theta, not true length, true inclination, but it is alpha. So we can directly tilt this axis O dash at an angle 30 degree, which is alpha. So we'll first draw the angle of 30 degree and on that 30 degree line we will mark this O dash. But before marking O dash, we need to follow the rectangle method for that. So instead of marking O dash first, we'll mark any one boundary of the rectangle inclined at 30 degree. That will also make that O dash inclined at 30 degree. But before tilting the solid, we need to check the position of the apex. In the last part, it is said that keeping the apex nearer to the observer. While drawing the third stage of for final top view, observer will look from this direction. So apex should be nearer to the observer. So now I have to tilt this front view such that apex is nearer. So I should tilt it in anti-clockwise direction. So O dash will go nearer to the observer apex. So I'll first start with a 30 degree line. And on that 30 degree line, I'll mark first this length of the rectangle. We need to tilt like this. So I'll first mark this length of the rectangle on this line. I'll first randomly select this corner, which is nothing but 2 dash. Now I'll take this much length of the rectangle and I'll mark here. Now we'll drop perpendiculars from both the corners to mark the width of the rectangle. Now I'll take width of the rectangle in compass and I'll complete the rectangle this way. Now 2 dash, I'll get 3 dash here. Then for marking the apex, we need to mark the center line of 2 dash 3 dash. Okay. And on this center line only we are going to get the axis O dash, and in the actual condition given is for axis, front view of the axis inclined at 30 degree, but if this boundary of the rectangle is parallel to axis, so that's why we started with this boundary, then obviously we are getting this axis inclined at 30 degree. So that condition is satisfied. Now here we are getting the apex O dash. Now to mark this base of the center of the base O dash, I'll take this distance and will mark O dash, which is center of base. Now to mark 3 dash, 4 dash, we'll take distance from 3 dash, then same distance we will get from 2 dash for 1 dash. So we'll mark those 2 points, 4 dash and 1 dash. So this will be 4 dash, this will be 1 dash. Now we can completely redraw the front view again. So with the same visibility, the entire base is dark, so we'll make it dark initially. 1 dash 4 dash, then 1 dash 2 dash, 3 dash 4 dash. Now we'll join the boundary 1 dash O dash dark, again 1 dash 4 dash, sorry, O dash 4 dash dark. Then remaining 2 slant edges are hidden, 2 dash 2 O dash, 3 dash 2 O dash. It will be dotted. Now we'll show the axis by long dash and short dash. Now corresponding to this view, now we can check this angle for the front view of the axis is again 30 degrees. So we can show theta is equal to 30 degree here. Now we'll complete the final top view. Now here we have satisfied the condition of making axis, front view of the axis inclined at 30 degree along with apex nearer to the observer, because the observer is looking from this direction. So apex has come nearer to the observer. So we will now finish the final top view. Two dash, one dash, and then finally apex. Similarly, from top view, first center of the base, and then 1, 4. I will mark the corresponding points. 2, 3 will be on the XY line. Corresponding point is here 2 and 3. Then O is the center of base on this line. Then 1 and 4, 1 will be on this line and 4 will be on this line. Finally the apex here. Now we'll see the visibility. First we'll draw the boundary dark. So 3 to 4 dark, 2 to 3 dark on the boundary, then 1 to 4 dark, 4 to 1 again on the boundary, slant edge, then 4 to 2 again on the boundary, again slant edge. Now we are left with one base edge which is 1 to 2, which is farthest for the observer when he is looking from this direction. So that should be dotted, 1 to 2. Now we are left with 3 to O and 4 to O. 4 dash O dash and 3 dash O dash are nearer to the observer and hence they should be dark. And obviously if this is already marked dotted, then again dotted line can't cross it, so these lines should be dark only. O to 4 and O to 3. Okay. Now we'll mark the axis. Sorry, we have done this wrong. Apex is not here, apex is here. So this base part is right, but joining the slant edges, we have done it wrong. So be careful while marking the points. So for apex we are getting it on slant edges. The visibility for base edges is right. 1 to 2 will be dotted. Now marking the slant edges, 2 to O and 3 to O will be on the XY and on the boundary, so that's why both the slant edges will be dark. Then for O to 1 it is a boundary again, so dark, and we are left with only 1 to O, O to 4. O to 4 is nearer to the observer, O dash 4 dash, so it is again dark. Okay, so this is your final solution. Please avoid such mistakes. Now we'll show the base edge 40 mm, axis height 70 mm, then the triangular face lying on the BP. Okay, then axis, front view of the axis inclined at 30 degree to the HP, that is already shown. Now here we want to also show this axis OO, so long dash short dash. By mistake initially we marked this apex here, but see here O dash projection and O is lying here on the xy. So I should go get the apex on xy only. Okay. So this completes the solution for this particular problem.